I was exposed to issues of racism as a child when I attended segregated schools for 4 years, but lived in an integrated neighborhood. And of course, in the 5th grade, schools were integrated in West Virginia, and so I began to attend an integrated school, and they began to see me for who I was and what skills and abilities that I had. And so from then on, I've just been committed to inclusion, diversity, and appreciating people for who they are and not what they look like. I've always known about NCCJ, and particularly back when it was the National Conference for Christians and Jews. I knew Carrie Labriola, who was the 2nd executive director, and Sarah Harris, who was the 3rd, and admired them greatly. I was involved in some things with the organization early years. When I returned to Dayton after living in North Carolina, and the position was available and was posted in the newspaper, because of my interest in inclusion and diversity, it just was a natural to apply. And applied and was blessed to be chosen. What I'm most proud of, and particularly my years here when I worked for NCCJ, was really building a team, having staff, the board of directors and all work alongside me. I can't take credit for what we've been able to do in the community alone. We don't work alone, and I'm just most proud of building a very effective team who really work to get the word out, to provide programs throughout this greater Dayton area. That really is what I'm proud of, that we expanded our outreach and began to raise awareness and to, if you change one heart, I believe you've been successful. You have one person, one ambassador who thinks differently about difference and sees people for who they are and not what they represent by their size, their color, their faith. Well, I'll always be a promoter of inclusion and diversity. It's just a part of me, and I'll continue to take a stand. I feel you have an obligation and responsibility to speak up and to advocate for those who may be disenfranchised and otherwise not included. NCCJ is just, I believe, not because I was in charge for years, but just the mission to fight bias, bigotry, and racism and all other forms of discrimination is just so important to our community. I believe if we could solve some of those issues, then the greater Dayton area and our nation would be a better place for everybody. I'm just truly honored and very surprised. I really did not, it just was the furthest thing from my mind. Of course, I'm delighted and appreciate the acknowledgement by the board and others of my contribution in the community. I owe so many people a lot of gratitude and thanks for what they've meant in my life, but certainly my family, my husband Charles, and my sons and their family and their support of whatever it is that I've been a part of, the many teachers and friends and colleagues throughout this community who have just supported me, funders who have supported NCCJ, and I hope are continuing to do that. They helped me be successful in that leadership role, and I thank them for that.